So guys, hello everyone and welcome to the iSpring Solutions webinar series where every week we talk about e-learning trends, share iSpring tips and tricks, and cover clients' cases. My name is Paulina, I am the community manager at iSpring and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. And during our today's session, we decided to cover a very simple but very great topic in our opinion. And we will talk about how to turn plain documents such as PDFs, Word, and maybe even TXT formats into engaging and eye-catching training content. And to speak for you today, I have invited my colleague from Customer Success Department, Pauline Igoshina. Hi, Pauline. Thanks a lot for tuning in. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Paulina. I'm doing great. And you?
I'm doing perfect. Very excited for today's session. And hopefully by the end of this webinar, you guys will learn something that you will be ready to go and try out. And before I pass the mic over to Pauline, I would like to go over a couple of technical moments. So first of all, if you need to go to another meeting or another online session, that's perfectly fine. Don't worry, you will receive a link to a webinar recording sometime after the webinar. However, I would like to encourage you to stay till the very end because it's an amazing opportunity to address your questions live to our presenter. And also, I have my other colleague, Anna, from Technical Support Department to help us with any questions coming in the chat during the session itself. So guys, please keep those questions coming. And you're welcome to submit them in the question box, and you should find it on the right side of the GoToWebinar panel. And right now on the screen, you should see how it looks. So I hope everybody's doing extremely great and you guys will enjoy today's webinar. So Paulina, I am more than happy to pass the mic over to you at this point, as well as the presenter rights.
Hi, everyone. My name is Pauline, and thank you for joining us today. During today's webinar, I will show you how to turn your plain Word documents into engaging training content. During this webinar, I will be creating and sharing a course on a very important topic, basic rules to protect yourself from viruses. Those rules are quite standard, and most of the companies and organizations already have them implemented in their company policy. However, most of the time, those rules are shared as PDF file, Word document, or on a rare occasion as a PowerPoint presentation. Today, I want to show you a more creative way to transform your materials into something more appealing, memorable, and effective. And of course, I will be using iSpring Suite to do that. The iSpring Suite authoring tool is a PowerPoint-based add-in that allows you to create interactive courses with quizzes, interactions, dialogue simulations, videos, and more. Since iSpring is based on PowerPoint, it is very easy to use. So if you know how to use PowerPoint, you know how to use iSpring Suite. The course I create will consist of interactive slide and a quiz. And I will end up with a result that is not your typical online course, and the process will be easy and fast. So for my course, I will use a Word document with a list of rules that I want to share. Let me quickly show it to you. So this is my Word document. As you can see, it doesn't work so well. And also it is hard to organize all of these documents that are shared on a daily basis. Unlike an LMS, everything is stored in the right place. And at the end of this webinar, I will show you how to share the course with your audience using the iSpring Cloud Sharing Service or iSpring Non-LMS. So I will use the coronavirus as a topic for the course, and I will be looking into 9 essential safety rules. After the webinar, you will receive a link to the one different course on the same topic to see how else this information can be presented. Okay, let's get started. I will first close this presentation and create a new presentation in PowerPoint. Now, there are several ways you can create a great interactive presentation. Of course, you can use PowerPoint slides and connect them using the hyperlinks. And if you decide to do that, with iSpring Suite, you don't have to create your slide templates from scratch because you can find great templates in the content library, which is a part of iSpring Suite full service package. For example, I can click on slide templates here, and you can see different ready-made slides for various parts of your course. For example, I have course title here, some company products, team, processes, and more. And if you have list of rules like I do, templates like course objectives or main menu will work great because we already have these preset templates. And I want to show you a different way to present information, and I will use interactions for that. So let me close my content library. I'll go back to iSpring Suite tab, and I will choose interaction. Let me save my presentation first. And interactive templates save so much time and help you to present information in a neat format that is easy to create and seamless for your learners to navigate. Now, in the interactions, I will choose new interaction. As you can see, there are 12 types of interactions for use in a huge variety of training situations. With these interactive templates, you can present your training content and engage your learners. For example, you have interactions that will help you show product development process, the transaction cycles, or the history of your company. For my course, I will choose something different, which is media catalog. Let me choose that and create interaction. So now, since I have nine rules, I will create 9 cards. And to do that, I'll go to the last card and click on Add Card here 3 times. Perfect. Now, before I start adding my rules, I will enable an introduction slide. So let me do that. Just click on the box right here, and I will copy and paste my course title from the Word document and also a short description. Great, my introduction slide is ready. Now I will start creating my rules. So the first rule will be, let me copy and paste the title. And the first rule will be keep calm and don't panic. And I also want to add a thumbnail for my slide. To do that, I will go to the picture on the right, click on change, and select from file. So now I can just select the image. I will do the number 1 and open. Great, my little slide is ready to go. Now I will repeat the same process for other steps and other rules. So the rule number 2, maintain safe distance. And I will copy and paste my description. You can also edit your information. It looks very similar to PowerPoint, so you can, for example, create bullet points from your text. Great. Now I will also change my picture number 2. Okay, awesome. So I'm ready to create my third rule. Let me just edit it a little bit and copy and paste my description. Once again, I'm going to turn it to bullet point list and then add a picture from my resource folder. Now, the rule number 4 is be careful when you're sick. And I will copy and paste my description from a text box and once again transform to bullet list and change the picture. Now for the rule number 5, and it is a very important rule, we have the rule wash your hands. I will add a description here, and this time let me first do the bullet list, and this time I also want to add an image, not on the right side, not the thumbnail, but the image inside my description. To do that, I will go into the Insert tab, looks very similar to PowerPoint as well, and choose Picture. So now I have my list of the places and times where you have to wash your hands. So everything looks great. And don't forget to change your thumbnail as well. So I will choose number 5. Awesome. So the rule number 6, let me copy and paste my rule, is to use a medical mask correctly. And I also have a brief description here. So we're saying when to use a medical mask, and let me create a bullet list. And in addition to that, I want to add a video that is shared by World Health Organization. I already downloaded this video previously, so all I have to do is to go to Insert tab, choose Video, and select a video from my resource folder. So while this video is uploading, I wanted to let you know that we have some other great webinars on different topics and different e-learning topics, and also about iSpring products. If you're interested in any specific task or question, you can always let us know in the chat box, and Paulina will be glad to share with you the link on there to find those webinars. Right, Paulina?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And last week, we actually had a great webinar about iSpring Learn LMS. So if you want to learn about it, do not hesitate to ask us. So my video is uploaded. Now you can also upload videos here. So on the right side, you can have picture or video because it's a media catalog interaction. But for this one, I will just change thumbnail as to keep everything consistent. Now, my rule number 7 will be to be careful when visiting public places, and I will add my thumbnail. Okay, and copy and paste my description here. Once again, I will turn it to the bullet list. And the last 2 rules, I will do them very quickly because you probably already remember how to do that. Copy and paste my title, a description, and change my picture. And the last rule, and I will change the picture as well. So now my rules are ready and all of the cards are prepared to be shared. And what's great is that you can easily change and customize your interaction template as well. So to do that, I can go to the properties. And for my course, I actually want to change the size of the thumbnail that you see. So to do that, I will change it to 30% here. And of course, you can change the location. You can go into the colors and either change individual colors for any part of your interaction. For example, a background here, something like this. Or you can even create a custom color scheme or choose one of the built-in ones. So for my course, I will just leave it as it is, but you have a lot of possibilities to customize your interactions. So I will click on apply and close to apply these changes. And then another great thing about iSpring and about iSpring visuals is that you can preview your interaction before publishing. To do that, I will go to the preview and I will see how the interaction looks on different devices. For example, I have my desktop here. You can scroll through them, click on any of the slides here. Everything is working perfectly. And you can also switch between different slides using the navigation buttons here. And I can switch between different devices and see how it will look on tablet or phone. So as you can see, they are slightly different, but all adjusted to fit your screen good. So I think my interaction is ready to go. I will save it and return to my little course. Now, I want to add a short quiz at the end to test my learners' knowledge and help them memorize the rules more easily. To create a quiz, I'm first going to add a new PowerPoint slide. To do that, I'll go to Insert tab of PowerPoint, click new slide and I'll choose blank one. Now I will go back to the iSpring Suite tab and click on Quiz. So the iSpring Quiz Maker, you can easily create beautiful assessments, set up custom scoring, and evaluate the learner's progress online. You can choose between a graded quiz and a survey questions. And for my course, I will choose a graded quiz. First, I want to show you a questions tab. In the questions tab, we have 14 types of interactive questions, something like multiple choice, multiple response, but also hotspot and drag and drop questions. Those are great to create different and gives you unlimited possibilities to create effective and pleasant looking assessments. And it's also super easy to use iSpring Quizmaker. In the tool itself, you can switch between two editing modules. In first one is form view, but you can use to create the questions, and then the slide view to customize and change the appearance of your slides. So for my quiz, I will add 3 questions. And I will start with this hotspot question. Because I want to check if my learners remember which zones are often missed when you wash your hands. To do that, I will go to the Insert tab, choose Question, and select Hotspot. Now, I will go back to the form view because I need to add my image from the resource folder. And here I can use a freeform shape to select the zones that are often missed when you wash your hands. So let's select the most important ones. Okay, this one. And let's do a couple more. So, okay, my hotspot question is almost ready. Now I will just copy and paste the question itself. Okay, awesome. Now, if I will go to the slide view, you can see that it looks like this, but for the learners, when they take a quiz, of course, they will not be able to see the correct answer straight away. Now, for the next question, I will use a drag and drop format. Drag and drop questions are great when you need to create irregular questions or mini games. And I will start by going to the Insert tab again, going to the questions and choosing a drag and drop option. Now, for my drag and drop question, I want to add 2 characters. Let me select a content library character here. And characters are great if you want to engage your learners, and you can find a lot of them in the content library. So for my course, the first character will be male. And I also want to have him like appearance seek. And I have a few options here, but I will use Ben because he comes up first. So let me click on Insert and add him to my slide. Let's just resize a little bit. Now, the second character I want to add a medical staff. So I will choose female, medical here, and I really like Margaret, so I will select her. And then I want her emotion to be neutral because you remember the rule, don't panic. So I will select Margaret, click on Insert, and add her to my slide. Let me also resize her. Okay, awesome. Now what I need to do, I need to test if my learners remember what is a safe distance to be from the infected person. To do that, I will create a kind of a ruler. So I'll go to shape first and insert shape and then choose line and just draw a guideline for myself. Now I will add text boxes to be my distance measurements. So let me change a design a little bit. Okay, I will have my first one, then copy and paste it to save time. And another one. Okay, it looks like I have them too big. So let me resize them a little bit. to make sure we can fit everything on one question. And now I will copy and paste my answers into these boxes. So the first one, second one, third, and then our correct answer. So this one is slightly bigger than the other ones. So let me just resize it. And as you can see, the editing tools were very similar to PowerPoint as well. So let me just do it a bit smaller and a bit longer. Okay. Just, yeah, I think that's fine. And now I will just bring this character to the front. And what I want to do now is to go into the drag and drop options and select for my items not to snap. So my learner can drag the items all around the screen and place them anywhere on the screen. Now I will go to the form view and select my correct answer. So my drag item will be our medical staff, Margaret, and then the drop target will be our correct answer, 1.8 meters. Okay, and I will also copy and paste my question. Don't forget about that. Okay, now our questions are almost ready, and I will finish with the last question, which will be true or false. Let me go into the questions tab and select true or false here. And for our true or false question, we actually hid one interesting fact in our course, and I want to see if my learners have been paying attention. So I will copy and paste my statement or question. So the question sounds like, is it true that even NBA players are now told to avoid giving high fives to their fans? And we know for sure that it's true. So we will leave it as a correct option here. Now I will switch back to the slide view, and I just want to add one image to make it look a bit more interesting. So I'll go to Insert Picture and select this one. So let me place it on the right side and resize the question a little bit. Okay, our little quiz is ready to go. And by the way, I wanted to let you know that you can also customize feedback for any question. And to do that, you can go into the slide layers on the right here and turn your assessments into a full training course. So right now, what I want to do is to preview this course with you so we can see how you can take this quiz as well. And to do that, I will go into the preview button right here. And let's test our knowledge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Yeah, and you see the customizable feedback slides here. Now let's select the correct answer right there. Awesome. And the last one, we know it's true. So let's see. Okay, we did a great job taking our quiz. Now, I will just close this preview mode, click on Save and Return to Course to save my quiz. And our little course is ready. And it looks quite great. So there is but there is another way you can transform your Word documents without using a desktop tool. It can be done right in the iSpring Learn LMS. And if we have time today, I'll be happy to show it during the Q&A session. I will finish with our little course first and show you how you can share it. And then in the Q&A session, I will be glad to show you another way to present your content. Now, then you have to share your content in iSpring Suite. You would go to the Publishing menu. To do that, I'll just go to the Publish button, click it, and see what they have. So first of all, you can save and convert your course and save it on your computer using the first tab here. And as you can see, you can save it as HTML5 or video format. Then the next option is LMS. So you can save and convert your courses into SCORM format, API, and some others. And also you can convert them to the YouTube video. But for my course, the best option I think is to share it either using iSpring Cloud or iSpring Non-LMS. The iSpring Cloud allows you to upload your courses and easily share them with your learners. And what's great is that all the interactive elements like interaction and quiz I created today will be in act and working. So you can share any type of content there. And iSpring Cloud is included in iSpring Suite full service subscription. So if you have that package, you're all set. And then for the iSpring non-LMS, it's a whole new level because you can not only share the content with your learners, but you can also track their progress easily, issue certificates for completing courses, and more. So to publish the content directly there, you can just click on the publish button right here. I will not do that today just to save our time. And I just wanted to say, guys, that we did a great job today. We turned our plain Word document into eye-catching course with interaction and a quiz in less than 30 minutes. And we also learned about different ways to share your content using iSpring Suite authoring tool. Don't forget that we will share another course on the same topic after this webinar. So look out for this link. And now, because you wanted to see how to transform your Word document online, I will go to the iSpring on LMS to do that. So let me close this tab, open a new browser window. Just 1 second. And I'm logging in into my iSpring on LMS account. As you can see, I already have a content list here prepared. So to create an online article or a long read in iSpring on LMS, you just create a course first. Let me create a course. Let's name it webinar course. And I will click on add and choose a long read option here. So the long reads are great when you have to share some boring information online, and they allow you to make it look better, to add images, videos, hyperlinks, to add like little questions as well. So for my long read, I will just copy and paste the title from my Word document and also a description. And what you can also do with the long grid, you can add a cover image for the beginning of your slide. So you can choose anything that relates to your course. And then you can also add chapters. Chapters helps your learners to navigate through your literal article. So I will just create a couple of chapters to show you an example of what you can do. So if I add a chapter 1 for the rule number 1, and here I can also add image from my computer, anything like that. So let me find my image. Okay, so I have this little rule here. And for other things you can add in a long grid, you can add list of information like bullet points. You can add videos from YouTube or Vimeo. You can embed links, add quotes and statements, and of course add a little exercise just to check how your learners remember information. So let me create a rule number 6, for example, with the one that had a video in it. And let me add an information here. And you can easily transform your text into bullet points. And just to give you an example of what you can do when you have a video, you can copy and paste the links. Actually, let me do just that. So for example, if I go to the World Health Organization YouTube channel, I can find a video about protecting yourself or washing your hands, the similar one that I had, or how to use masks properly, similar to one I had in my course. And the video will be automatically adjusted to my long read article, and I can even change the size of it. So I think that's great for the example of what you can do. Polina, do you see any questions in chat regarding that, or we can move to the Q&A session?
There are no questions yet about this particular part of your session. And thank you very much, by the way, for demonstrating another way of turning docs into another type of training content. But we do have other questions from our attendees. So I think if you were not planning to cover anything else, we can move on to the Q&A session now.
Yeah, that sounds great. So let's see what questions do you have.
All right, so I'm going to ask away, so get ready. All right, so the first question that I wanted to address to you is from Debbie. Pauline, do you know what is the privacy policy with uploading our documents and information onto iSpring Suite? And what about confidentiality?
So the courses that you upload, the content you create in iSpring Suite, all the content that you create belongs to you. So we don't own any of your courses, and all the files are stored locally on your computer while you're creating the presentation. So we don't have access to any of your materials, anything like that. And then if you're using iSpring Cloud Sharing Service or iSpring Learn LMS to share your content with your learners, it's secured and protected, and they have all the certificates that can guarantee that your data is protected and safe.
Thank you very much. And yeah, Debbie, I hope that answers your question. Okay, and the next question was from Steve. So, how can you utilize non-iSpring LMS/SCORM with iSpring courses? Will it keep the interactivity, hyperlinks?
That's a great question, Steve. Thank you so much for submitting it. When you use iSpring Suite to create SCORM packages, all the interactive elements will be working great. And depending on how what is your LMS, we also have some, like you can change some of the settings for your SCORM package. There are some limits on what kind of information about learner's progress you can retrieve when you use different LMS. If you use iSpring Learn and iSpring Suite combination, of course, it gives you like best results, but the SCORM packages created in iSpring Suite work perfectly in other LMS systems. So no worries about losing your interactive courses and great quizzes that you create.
Mm-hmm. Yes, perfect. Thank you very much, Pauline. Next question is from Stuart. What did Pauline use for the last presentation?
Got it. So basically, we have an LMS platform for those who are not familiar with this. It's the iSpring Learn LMS. And we have different options on how you can share content in this LMS. And one of the options is a long grid feature, which basically allows you to create online articles. But of course, you can also import any other files like PowerPoints or iSpring Suite courses or even videos into your LMS to provide training for your learners. So if you already have an offering tool, for example, and you're looking for an LMS, you can let us know in the chat box and we'll be glad to explain more about it and see if iSpring Learn LMS is a great tool for you as well.
Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot, Pauline. June is asking, is there a higher ad discount on the cost?
So for the I would need to clarify what do you mean by the ad discount.
Mm-hmm.
So for the iSpring Suite packages, we provide like a full service package and also iSpring Suite subscription packages, and we have these similar packages for our academics or nonprofit customers and clients. So they have a different, like let's say different rules, but of course if you want to learn more about the pricing, you can let us know, send email to sales@ispring.com, and we will find a package that works right for you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And Patricia is asking, I bought iSpring Suite. Oh, sorry, disappeared. I bought iSpring Suite. It includes iSpring Learn, or are different products? Are these different products?
So the iSpring Suite and iSpring Learn were two different products. The iSpring Suite is an authoring tool that you use to create the content, and then the iSpring Learn LMS is a platform that you can use to share your content. If you got an iSpring Suite full service package, you have your iSpring Suite authoring tool in that, and in addition, of course, technical support, the updates, the content library with all the characters and templates, and also access to the iSpring Cloud sharing service. If you want to get an LMS with your iSpring Suite authoring tool or for your iSpring Suite authoring tool, let us know. Once again, we'll be glad to see how we can help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Pauline. And Adam is asking, can you import templates that maintain your brand's image?
So you can change, you can upload your own templates into the iSprint Suite course. And of course, you can also customize the branding on your slides using the player, for example, because here you can customize the player settings for your course and add a branding or logo of your company, for example, here, or change your colors to match your company colors, and like there are different possibilities on how you can customize that.
Mm-hmm. I hope that answers the question. And the one from Simon, can you show us what the presentation looks like from user view?
Yeah, absolutely. So to do that, for example, let's go back to our course. And for example, I will take the iSpring Cloud sharing service, or actually, I don't need to do that. I can just go to the preview, because preview allows you to take the course before publishing it. So it will look similar to what the user will see if they go into the LMS or into the iSpring Cloud. So just give it a few seconds. I think it's because we have a video in one of our interactive slides. It takes a little bit more time. And my course is converted. So what your users see, like then the course is published. This is like a standard player, and they can go through all the templates, through all the slides, click on each of them to see. And actually the video works great, so you can even like make it big to full screen, so everything is working perfectly. And as I mentioned before, you can switch between the slides using the navigation buttons here, or just going back to the main catalog menu and just look at them here. And when I go to the quiz, yeah, we already taken that, but just to make sure we remember everything, let's repeat that process. Okay, and the last one. So yeah, after our course is completed, the users will be able to see the like last page, and you can also restrict navigation. So this one is a free navigation course, but you can make sure that the user take slides one by one and only go to the quiz when they completed all the previous training. If you want to learn more about that, you can always check out our help docs, video tutorials, or some other webinars that they have about using iSpring Suite.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Pauline. All PowerPoint functions are supported, that's for sure, in iSpring, and that's one of the best features of iSpring, that you can work in PowerPoint in a normal fashion, and then what you get after the conversion is actually what you were seeing when creating this content. So no worries about that. All right, so I think that we do have a couple of questions, but I think it's time for us to wrap up this webinar because we've covered a pretty great topic, and I'm sure that you guys are um, anxious to go and try it out and see what else you can make with the iSpring and how great your content, any content can look when you actually apply some settings that are already available in your iSpring tool. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks to you, Pauline, for this wonderful, wonderful presentation. And thanks to you, Anna, for helping us with the questions in the chat. Keep
Thank you.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Paulina. Keep safe as well. It's very important to to follow these rules that we covered today.
Exactly. And we will see you at the next webinar online in the safest environment so far. So have a wonderful day, guys. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.